Mark, a point on Boxing Day and one after that you said that you were pleased with given the performance. You're back in training now, and is it a case of remedying the bits of the performance you weren't quite pleased with?
I think it's refocusing on doing what we do really well, and trying to get the players to understand that if we get away from that too much, then we make it an open game, and we get involved in a scrap. So we have to make sure that we're focused on all the bits we need to do to play well.
And Exeter, obviously a good side, and they always have been. They're always up and about that top spot. It made it difficult for you, but there were still some real moments of quality from your side, weren't there?
Yeah, we made it difficult for them as well. We had some brilliant chances. So yeah, like I said before, we take the point. Let's finish now, and we move on to Crawley tomorrow.
And what are you expecting from Crawley Town when they come to Nailsworth tomorrow?
Attacking. Play 4-4-2 most of the time. I'll probably change tomorrow, but they play 4-4-2 most of the time, and they're on the front foot. They want to get the ball in the box. They want to try and create lots of shots and chances. So we'll have to be on our guard. They're having a good run. I think they're 6 unbeaten, so we'll have to be on our guard, but we're doing quite well ourselves, and we have to concentrate on what we do. We know the opposition's strengths, but we've got to concentrate on what we do and do it really well.
And 10th in the table, Crawley, a side that often feels like they sort of sneak up on those sort of top spots. You don't really see them coming, but obviously a danger, and as you say, 6 unbeaten.
Yeah, they got some good players. They got the hot shot at the minute in the centre forward, Waters, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, who was out of a contract, no club in the summer. And Crawley have picked him up, and he's gone on to do well, and looks as though they're going to lose him. So they've got him, they've got Naddison, they've got Tom Nichols at the front of the pitch that are doing well. So got some good players.
But you carry your own threats up the front end of the pitch as well. I mean, a man on form, Aaron Collins, a word on him from Saturday. You mentioned the composure with some of his latter chances, but he's looked so dangerous, hasn't he?
He has. He's done. His contribution's been good, but he's probably a little bit frustrated himself that he could probably have 30 goals already. With the amount of chances and he's created for himself at times as well, he could have easily scored a bucket full of goals. But I'm sure that'll come.
And when you look at the stats like the expected goals, which I know you like to look at, he's right up there, isn't he? And I suppose as soon as that clicks, you'll have an unbelievable strike partnership with options coming on the bench as well. Yeah,
we're hoping that at some point that expected goals turns into reality, and if it is, then there's only one thing can happen, which means we win, keep winning, and because we'll score enough goals.
And as you touched upon, Crawley 6 unbeaten as well. Forest Green now 8 unbeaten. Chances are one of those stats are going to have to give on Saturday, but you'll be hoping that it falls for your side.
Yeah, we're on a good run. We want to keep it going. We know the magnitude of the game. We know what's at stake. We know what it could mean after the game, good and bad. So we have to be fully focused. The players are fully aware of what's needed, and they're in a good place, and so they should be.
And when you look at the other results around you on Saturday, it just shows, particularly at this sort of level, how crucial it is that you pick up those points, even if it's just one, because all the sides around you drop points. Of course, Carlisle throwing away a 3-0 lead.
Well, I think when you ask me after every game about a point or 3 points, and I always talk about respecting whatever you get, and there's so many tough games, and you look at Carlisle 3-0 up at half time, or 3-1, 3-0 up at one stage. They would have thought 3 points, we're back in the top 2. They draw the game 3-3, so you can't switch off for a minute in this league. Like you said, the results, Cheltenham draw with the bottom of the league team, they would be frustrated with that. Newport draw against 10 men, Crawley. There was those results that you think they're going in our favour, and that's why the point on Saturday was a really good one. But it'd be an even better one if we can get 3 points on Tuesday.
As you say there, it will become a really fantastic point should you get the 3 points against Crawley tomorrow. With that in mind, is that the message to the players? Sort of say, it's so clear up at the top of the table that any points mean anything, so make sure you go out, fight there, and try and get those 3.
That's the message every game. We want to win the game. We certainly try and win every game because of the players we've got. We want to win every game, and I don't have to mention that. They know that. The players know what's at stake.
You touched on it earlier, the fact that Crawley like to come forward and often sit in a 4-4-2, but you mentioned maybe they'll change that. Is that a little frustrating when you've got sides that like to play but they come to Forest Green and just sit in and take the point?
No, not at all, because that's managers, coaches doing their job, and it's respect for our players. I'm not saying Crawley will do that, because I think John and Lee, the management team, are very strong in their beliefs, and I think they'll stick to their 4-4-2. But it's usually down to respect for our players that teams change, because we've done so well at home.
And rightly so. The squad this season has done really well, haven't they? It's clear to see that you've been really proud of what they've done so far.
Yeah, it's been fantastic. Just a shame that we've not had enough people seeing that, and hopefully soon they can come back and follow us again.
And the support in the last couple of games has been fantastic from the fans, and I'm sure that's something that both you and the players will miss.
It's been like a proper football club, yeah, with the support we've had, like getting behind the players in the last couple of games, and it's a shame that won't continue, but hopefully in a couple of weeks' time that'll change.